On one side is the Alliance of Sahel States. On the other, the Economic Community of West African States, or ECOWAS. Men in uniform who seized power versus men in suits, although democratically elected, many rewriting their constitutions to remain in office. The youngest face on either side, Captain Ibrahim Traore, the 39-year-old who led a coup in Burkina Faso. Compare that to Alassane Ouattara, Ivory Coast's 83-year-old president, 14 years in power, and recent winner of another 5-year term. Once they were a unified bloc, now they are split. The break came after young soldiers toppled elected officials they saw as out of touch. For them, democracy has delivered corruption, and elections have robbed people of their voices. At the summit of the Alliance of Sahel States, the young captain took leadership of the bloc and redrew the enemy, not Al-Qaeda or ISIL, his African neighbors, regarded as the enemy within.
Why are we trying to cultivate hatred among ourselves and through hypocrisy calling ourselves brothers? We have only two choices. Either we put an end to imperialism once and for all, or we remain slaves until we disappear.
The Sahel Alliance is a council of military rulers with a shared defense force to fight armed groups. The three landlocked nations are backed by Russia. ECOWAS is made up of 12 coastal countries supported by Western countries. It has a parliament, a mandate to intervene, but it's rarely enforced. In Guinea-Bissau in November, an ECOWAS peacekeeping and stabilizing force watched the military take over. This isn't just two institutions competing against each other. It's a crisis of legitimacy, and all the while armed groups expand, exploiting the fracture.
ECOWAS has been around for as long as I can remember, even before I was born. Yet what has it done? It still did not work.
But ECOWAS allows free movement of goods and people. When fuel shortages hit landlocked Mali, the crisis exposed how these countries depend on each other. 90% of West African migration is not to Europe or North America, but within the region. Young people leaving their place of birth in search of work, dignity, and a means to survive. At stake, a region the size of the United States, rich in natural resources, but poor in opportunities. Two visions, two paths, but one people in search of the sovereignty and dignity they were promised. Nicolas, Haque, Al Jazeera, Bamako.
Don't miss out, get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news and expert insights. Like, share, stay ahead.